Is it cold in my room?
I'm okay.
You're okay?
Yeah. Are you cold?
Okay. I'm not cold because I'm only asking you because you're wearing something that's designed for the winter.
Yeah.
Right? We're not in public. We're inside.
See, I thought I was like concern for my well-being.
I don't give a shit about your well-being.
You just wanted to insult me.
I'm just questioning
in front of all our fans.
I'm questioning your choices.
My life choices.
Just your choices of clothing today. Yeah.
It's funny you should say that because when I came in, you said it was a wavy little number that I had on, and now all of a sudden you're attacking it. He's wavy. Fake. This is what it is. He's fake.
Made in China. It is wavy. I can't lie. If you can't see it, if you're listening on audio platforms, have a look. It's wavy, but we're inside now.
This is like what a serial killer was like as he's stalking his victims.
Just need the Jeffrey Dahmer glasses. That's all you need now.
I actually get it.
Do it.
As in, I think they're like kind of coming back into fashion.
They are. Yeah.
But I don't know if it's my style.
I think it really would. Why don't you think it'll be your style?
I think like this is like the level I'm at. And I think I might stick here. You know how like fashion trends, they go and come back? I think this is me.
You had the Gok Wan glasses before.
Before it was cool.
Yeah. And then he had these random glasses which are like shades. But they were like, they'll change. Like the tints would change.
They didn't.
Depending. Oh, they didn't change?
No.
Oh, you just sort them around. Yeah. Wow, okay.
You didn't even notice.
I didn't even know.
Ninja style.
Wow. Talking about ninja styles.
Where were you going with that?
I'm so bad with segues. I was waiting for you to do the segue.
I have nothing.
You have nothing?
No.
Guys, we're on episode 34 and we have absolutely nothing.
Enjoy.
This is the GrassTooth podcast.
You've been asking me a lot of questions recently. I feel like it's an interrogation. You're really getting to the core fundamentals of CSI. Who I am as a person. CSI? Well, I'm going to do a bit of CSIing.
Let's do it.
Got a question for you. You ready?
I think I am, yeah.
I hope you are too. You've got a significant other, an SO.
I do, yes.
This does slightly concern her. So
okay. So I need to be careful about what I say.
You don't have to be. Let loose. Let free.
Loose.
Be who you really are. Okay.
I don't think she watches this anyway. So
okay. I had that doubt as well.
Should be fine.
Your significant other has been kidnapped and is being held in a location 30 minutes away.
Okay.
You're driving to rescue her. It's a warm night and your windows are down. Do you listen to music on the drive? Yes or no?
I think I would, yeah.
I felt like you might.
I think I would,
I felt like you might. What album song are you going for? Like, what's your soundtrack right now?
I think any of the hard tunes from Fast and Furious. Because that made me drive faster.
Yeah.
Danza Kuduro. The Japanese one.
The Tokyo Drift.
Tokyo Drift.
Yeah,
that one. Tokyo. That one. I think that'll make me drive really.
Drive
really
sure,
quick,
sure,
right?
Sure.
So I think I'd start off with that, so I can drive quickly, sort of channel my inner Lewis Hamilton to get to her quickly.
Yeah.
If it's approaching the 30-minute mark or after, I presume she's like dead at that point. Was that the question?
No, that was not a part of.
Oh, she's just 30 minutes away.
She's just 30 minutes away. Okay. Yeah.
I think at some point I'd start playing some Taylor Swift songs
to get into the mindset that she wants you to be in.
Exactly. Yeah. So I do that for her. So I definitely would listen to music. I think I'm a musical man, and music invokes a lot of emotions.
And like, if she asks you this, are you like, if she's like, "Oh, did you listen to music on the way here?" She's in the car, she's safe. Did you listen to music on the way here? What's your response?
Absolutely not.
Nothing. No music.
I might even listen to the podcast. Who knows? Who knows? The GrassTooth podcast.
What song would you listen to on the way to rescue your significant other? Let us know. I think it like lets people know who they are as people. I'd listen to some music as well.
Yeah, what would you listen to?
I think I'd listen to like Tamil hype songs. There's a couple in mind. I think it gets me into that like kind of Tamil rage kind of mode.
Is it like gym music, workout music, or is it more just? Because hype music. I think that's why I said Fast and Furious. Because that's like
You can listen to it. So I was in Sri Lanka. I went to the gym a couple of times, and it was really nice because like we were listening to Tamil music. They had Tamil music playing.
Oh, okay.
And it was all the hype songs, and I was like, yeah, this is actually a mode I can really
like. Is it rap?
Feel comfortable? No, it's not rap.
Right.
Most of the time, it's not
just
rap.
hardcore beats.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's what I'd be listening to. You know, driving.
With
my no license and no
I was going to
driving
say
license.
So you're driving illegally.
So if it's like a 30-minute like stroll, I put my earphones in for sure.
Okay, but so a 30-minute stroll, you'd be listening to hype
Tamil music. Yeah. Like but punching the walls and stuff.
But people just looking at you walk. Just like, what's his problem? It's just like, there's no urgency to this stroll. What is he actually doing? Unbeknownst to them, he's trying to save a significant other.
I watched a show recently. Directed by one of my favorite directors. Well, he was like the showrunner. Park Chan-wook.
Yes.
Great director. Came out with an adaptation of the 2015 novel, The Sympathiser, which has been turned into a 7-part miniseries. And it was fantastic. I loved it a lot.
Oh, it was a miniseries?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
And I thought it was very good. He's made another miniseries called The Little Drummer Girl, and it's along the same lines, which is about like international politics. So it takes place in both Vietnam and America.
Okay.
And it follows a guy who is a part of the army. He's like a part of he's like the general's right-hand man.
Okay.
But he's secretly a spy working for the communist revolutionaries.
Oh, he's a mole.
Yeah.
He's a naughty little mole.
And I thought the story was really good. The way the show was done, fantastic. Highly recommend. Highly recommend to you, especially.
This seems like something I'd want to watch.
Yeah.
I love moles.
You love moles?
I really love moles, yeah. Especially those ones just on the face here. I love those moles.
Are there any superstitions about moles that you...
No, I love them.
No, as in like some people have like, oh, this is like where you were kissed the most when in your past life or whatever. None of that?
No, I've never heard that before.
No Korean like...
I don't think there's any... Because Koreans normally remove their moles with plastic surgery. It's seen as a sign of defect. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Whereas I think I've got a mole somewhere on my face and I wear it with pride. It's
as you should do.
Yeah.
You got a couple.
I've got a couple, yeah. I wear it with pride.
Maybe a few too many.
And now I'm feeling self-conscious. Like
you attacked me earlier, I got you back.
I did, but you can change. You can change.
Oh,
what
you can too.
How? Oh, by going to Korea, getting plastic surgery. Yeah.
Listen, I don't condone plastic surgery. Don't do it. You look beautiful, man. You're a beautiful guy. But the Sympathiser. Check it out.
I wish you can sympathize with me, with my feelings
my moles. I ain't no simp, bro. Okay.
When did it come out? Was it kind of recent?
Came out this year. Like it just landed on. It was a show that I was waiting for because the trailer came out a while back, and as soon as it hit Now TV, I was on it.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. is in it.
Oh.
He plays like
now it rings a bell. 4
or 5 different characters, which was cool. It was so cool, man.
He plays 4 or 5 different characters.
Yeah.
Kind of like Tropic Thunder.
A little bit, just a little sprinkling.
So he plays an Asian in this.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. But like,
plays a Vietnamese and
I feel like the show was like a little bit trying to do that. They all look the same kind of thing.
Oh, I see.
Which I thought was quite a cool reversal because I do think they like mentioned that at one point.
Oh, like every American looks the same.
No.
Every
like Vietnamese, but yeah. Okay. So it was a cool reversal. And yeah, props to Robert Downey Jr. for making a cool show because I think he was one of the executive producers alongside his wife. Check it out for sure. I loved it.
Do you like him as an actor or
Robert Downey Jr.?
Because I know he's a Marvel boy, isn't he? So you've got I know your feelings towards Marvel.
He's okay. He's like yeah, sure. Whatever.
In your tier list.
Ooh, as in like actor.
Let's do S to actor. Yeah.
Maybe like a C.
He's a C tier. Okay.
Yeah, like C's like just like
good,
just
good,
whatever. Like I don't feel strongly, you know.
Like either way, you don't feel that you don't think they're awful, but you don't think they're amazing.
Yeah,
fair enough. But he was good in this.
Yeah, he was alright in it. As in, like he wasn't the strongest part.
Who was the strongest part? Who's the leader? Who's the leading man?
I can't remember his name, but I thought he was great. I couldn't pronounce his name.
Korean? Is he Korean?
No, he's Vietnamese.
Oh, he's Vietnamese.
Maybe half because the character is half.
Oh, he's half, right? Okay.
Yeah. Which is like there's that whole duality thing where he's like, I don't know what side I'm on.
Oh,
sort of
I see.
It's like really well written and
it's quite cultural.
Yeah. It was
nice.
Fantastic. Like, definitely check it out.
Okay.
Have you seen Decision to Leave yet? You still haven't.
I still haven't seen that. No, I need to see it.
Park Chan-wook's been on a streak, like a hot streak, since Stoker was the last like iffy film he made. I was like, I don't know how I feel about this, but since then, I feel like every film/TV show has just been.
He's going up,
banger. Yeah, check it out.
Park, my boy.
Speaking of international politics, do you want to go on to a bit of GlassTruthism?
Absolutely.
Should we do that?
Absolutely.
GlassTruth.
The GlassTruth. Making sense of nonsense.
This is GlassTruth. Welcome. We're going to be dissecting, looking at news articles, current affairs, things that have caught our eyes. We're going to be looking at them through a microscope, even through a telescope if we have to.
And binoculars.
All the scopes. It's getting scoped. Okay? What have we got for... Shit. I tried really hard.
What happened?
Okay? I try and put on this persona. It's fine. Keep it running, okay? Let them know what we go through.
The stress. The immense stress we're under. This is why I've got sympathy for a lot of our news broadcasters. Imagine the pressure.
100%.
Like you just choked.
That BBC presenter that
but she was doing like
the countdown. She did something else.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, our colleague.
What
have you got for us?
We've got some important news. And it was actually nicely, I don't know if you planted it by accident or if it was on purpose. But you mentioned communism.
Oh.
And that is a big feature of this.
I wonder.
GlassTruth. Yeah.
Who's the mole now?
Yeah. North Korea have been accused of sending balloons carrying excrement into the south. South Korea has warned residents living near the border with North Korea to be on alert after accusing the regime of sending balloons containing what appear to be rubbish and feces into its neighbour's territory. Photographs released by the South Korean military on Wednesday showed inflated balloons with plastic bags tethered to them. Other images appear to show trash strewn around collapsed balloons with the word excrement written on a bag in one photograph. How does it make you feel?
I feel like it's unnecessary. That's the one word that comes to mind. It's not nice. Why are we doing this? Do you have any background info as to why this is happening?
I can certainly give you some background info.
Please do.
There's a dark history between the two nations.
I see.
But your point about it being unnecessary, I think the complete opposite.
Really? You think this is completely necessary?
Maybe not necessary, but I think it's funny AF. I think it's amazing. And I think it's a real good indictment on the geopolitical sort of space within the two countries because it was only a few years ago, I think, when South Korea were accused of blasting like K-pop on like big speakers over the border, which obviously North Korea weren't happy with, and they've responded with this.
So is this the work of like some sort of organization? Is it just...
See, that's the question I had.
Right.
Like, because in my mind, I was picturing... How funny is it? You can just picture like important government officials.
Yeah.
You've got Kimmy. Yeah. And you've got like really, really like high-ranking government officials in a board meeting, right? And like in the past, you know about the stuff that North Korea have been doing. Like they've been sending like they've got like nuclear threats and like blasting like submarines in the ocean and like whatever. Someone must have sat down and been like, do you know what? Like, let's just play Blackpink over the speakers. Like, how funny would that be? And in response, someone's gone, yo, we've got bare trash around the place. Should we just like throw it over on balloons? This is it must be a strategic thing. You can't just simply throw shit over the border. Like, I don't think that's how it works. Like, it needs to be sanctioned. Like, it needs to be like something needs to be granted. So I think it must be like the work of high government officials, which is...
See, it's these kind of small taunts though that turns into something big. It's the domino effect. Okay, so we have to be careful, guys. Don't do this stuff. Okay.
What do you think South Korea would do next, or could do next?
I don't do these kind of petty things. Okay, it's not my lifestyle.
Don't?
Do you think I do?
I don't.
Do I strike you as someone that's petty?
No, but come on, everyone has a bit of pettiness in them.
No. This is like if I was South Korea and I was receiving these shitbags, I'd go up to the border and be like, guys, what's going on?
And what if they say you were playing Big Bang 2 weeks ago on the speakers? What would you say then?
As in, I'm not the sort of person to do that.
Oh, okay.
But if I was, I'd be like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm going to turn this down. But this is not okay. You can't be sending these bags.
So you've let North Korea win?
They're not winning. We're coming to an agreement. Okay, I realized I made a mistake.
No. They're winning.
No, they're not winning.
They're absolutely
There's
winning.
no winning or losing. We're both losing.
You've played music over the speakers.
Yeah, and I didn't.
And they've thrown trash into your house. They're winning, bro.
It's like neighbors or something, right? Oh gosh, yeah. It's just like every petty beef that you can have. This just embodies it, but it's so comedic in my opinion. This tit for tat is so funny. It reminds me of sibling beef, right? Yeah.
Like, and it's kind of, it's mad that they're actually like next to each other. They're like basically siblings, right?
Yeah.
Did you kind of have any weird sibling rivalries or like, I mean, because you've got a shitload of siblings.
Yeah.
So like, I can imagine you and your siblings doing the maddest stuff. Anything similar to this sort of level? I mean, I know you're not petty now.
Yeah.
But like back in the day, you might have been as children, right?
I fully am aware. Like, I think, like, the way I remember childhood is almost definitely not how my siblings remember childhood. So I'm just gonna be here like, oh yeah, I was a saint. Yeah, I was the greatest. Yeah. And I know because my siblings, like a few of them listen to this, they're just gonna hit me up and be like, you're so wrong.
You're a liar.
You're a terrible person.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna you're giving me this. I'm just gonna go off of what I remember. Okay.
Yeah. I was gonna say, guys, if you, I'm talking to your siblings.
Yeah.
When you guys watch this, write the comments down and just
Don't
tell us.
do it.
Analyze everything he said because the public need to know.
They don't need
and
to know.
I need
anything.
to know.
Keep it to yourself, okay?
No. Write it in the comments.
You keep it to yourself.
Write it in the comments, guys. Go ahead.
Okay, I was a douchebag when I was younger. Okay,
was is a very strong word.
No. I'm still a douchebag to
of course, yeah.
some people.
Right, sure.
But okay, I'll get into it. But like, there was a point where like puberty hit, right? And I had this sudden like Spider-Man type strength. You know when Peter Parker's like flexing in the mirror? And
yeah.
And I was like, ooh, look at me. So like we've talked about our like wrestling days and stuff
of course,
in childhood.
Yeah.
But like there was a point where I was like, you know what, I could take both of you on because they were like little pipsqueaks, man.
Oh yeah.
So I'd just be beating them up and being like, yeah, I'm the best. But now things have changed. All right, out of my three, as in my two younger brothers, I might be physically not as strong as them. Okay. Yeah. And what's crazy is like I'm really like I don't like my older siblings, especially because there's an age gap. I treat them with respect. I'm like, I'm not like, I don't fool around any of that stuff. My younger siblings don't have that for me. They bully me, like, and because they're like physically more imposing, they will just like pick me up and like
they'll slap you up.
They won't slap me up. I said pick me up.
Oh, okay. I think that's worse.
Yeah, no, fully. I'd
rather get slapped
100%
by a younger sibling than
feel
get
like
picked up.
Like there's one of them. You know what he's like because we play football with him.
Yeah.
He's just so rude. He just doesn't care about me and like my emotions.
Let me talk about this brother. Yeah, he's like, trash talkers. He is like possibly one of the best trash talkers I've ever. Like when I was playing football, I was playing all right. He made me feel like I was the worst player on that pitch. Like he is
psychological warfare.
He's honestly crazy.
Is, like North Korea should hire him.
Oh mate, yeah, literal trash coming over. Like honestly, he is. He's got a talent. He's honestly a talent. When did he learn that from you? Or was it?
Definitely, bro. Yeah. I'm so like
because you're a bit of a trash talker yourself, but he's definitely.
How do I trash talk?
oh no, you're a bit of a trash talker, but he's overtaken you by like levels.
Yeah, it's because he doesn't have boundaries. He'll just say whatever. He'll make you feel like terrible. Whereas I like think about people and I care about people. I'm a really like loving person.
Right? You know? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, continue with your story.
But no, this is what I'm saying. Like now, I need to watch what I say, watch how I act. He'll just bully me. Like it feels.
Is it just him? The younger
ones. He's. We're okay. We have an understanding. There's a bit of respect, right? But him, awful.
But do you not think it's because the age gap isn't that big? Because like with you and your older siblings, the age gap is there, right? So you have to respect them a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, it is.
Whereas like with your younger siblings,
but that shouldn't count, okay? I have
count.
like a year and a couple of months more experience than you, okay? I've seen things that you wouldn't even dream of, okay? You understand?
I don't know. It's different for me because obviously I've only got one sibling.
Yeah.
But there's also that age gap. So a lot of the fights we have aren't deep. They're very petty.
Yeah.
And like I don't know. So I'm guessing you obviously had that change where you became strong, physically stronger than the other two. So you were able to bully them. But then as the roles reversed, they started to do it to you, right?
Yeah.
I've been constantly bullying my sister because I'm older than her.
Yeah.
I'm physically stronger than her. So I've always had distinct memories of going into a room and like just like farting all over the place. Like for no apparent reason. She hasn't done anything to annoy me. I've just gone there, left fart, nuclear level farts and walk out and I can hear her choking in my own room. This might be possibly one of the most psychologically damaging things that I've done. Right. And I'm not happy that I'm admitting it.
Hey, listen, man.
It's a safe space, right?
This is the GlassTruth. We're getting down to it, okay? Go on, say it.
I used to like go into a room and hide things, like hide important things that she needs and just hide them, right? Yeah. And then she would have a mental breakdown because she can't find them and she'd need it urgently to go to work or something.
Right.
And I'd just be getting in my room. That's the sort of shit I used to do. Like really petty stuff.
Like an evil mind. You need an evil mind to concoct these kind of plans and stuff. You see, I don't do that. All right? You're a terrible person. And I'm a good guy.
So you're South Korea.
I'm not blasting K-pop, bro. I'm glad. Oh, sorry. I thought we were wrapping up. I was going to wrap up.
Oh, yeah.
You have something else to say?
I've got nothing else to say.
Yeah. That's what we learned today, okay? Not good. I'm all right.
Listen, Gopi siblings. I know the truth is out there somewhere. So let us know what exactly happened.
I've asked. You know when we were getting our guests in, I was thinking about asking to come in as a guest.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Can't do it. No way. He's never coming on the show.
Why not? No, I'd love to have him as a guest.
He will say so much stuff.
But that's what we want, though. That's what the people want.
Guys, you don't want to know this.
Huh? Okay? We're going to get both of your brothers on, right? Because both of your brothers, what I've realised is, so the one just below you, he's the best trash talker I've seen. But your youngest, he's not as outward as your other brother, but he's got a way. He's it's like they're daggers. They're more daggers. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. The other one's more yappy in your in your ear, and it really hurts you. But the other one's just daggers. Do you know what I mean? Like it just comes out of nowhere, just daggers.
Savages. It's a family of savages.
Yeah, I'm happy they bully you now. But anyway,
I was thinking about this though. My sister annoys me a lot. My little one
annoys you.
Yeah, but again, I think she bullies me more than I bully her.
Okay,
so there's that. Does your sister bully you? Does she annoy you?
She now bullies me. Yeah.
So what does she do?
What can I say?
Who's winning
in arguments?
In your like over the border war?
Probably her nowadays.
She's winning. Yeah, she's winning. You get to an age where you're just like, just let her win. Let her.
No, I want to win, but she just wins. That's the issue. That's why I get really upset, and I just storm off into my room now. I can't beat her now. Verbally, you know, she's learning the language pretty quickly, so she's beating me in arguments now.
You know what's awful? I'm a pretty like chill guy most of the time, but like your family, they have the codes. they know which buttons to press. They know how to piss you off.
They know the little buttons, which
it's so annoying.
Yeah.
I need to work on that. Okay, I need to not let them get to me.
For me, like the most painful experience, and you see it. You just see when it turns, right? It's when you've got a younger sibling who normally looks up to you, respects you, right? I don't know if you've ever had that, but my younger sister used to respect me, right? And then there's that turn, where she's no longer a child.
She's like, this guy ain't all that.
she fights back, and
it's okay.
And she pinpoints mistakes in your arguments, and she wins. Yeah, and that's really sad.
It's awful. It's the worst.
I think that's honestly the saddest.
My word was law once upon a time.
Yeah. I could be chatting the most shit, but it happened the way I wanted it to. But now it's peak, isn't it?
It's peak. That's the GlassTruth. And we're back to talking about BBL Drizzy. Cakes. That's what we're talking about today on the GlassTooth. This is where we talk about, fights and who's got the better list of this and who's got a better this.
Who's got that. Better opinions?
Yeah. I feel like it's me. He thinks it's him, but I think I have a
Patsy Cline.
I have a slight hint that he thinks it's me too. What's wrong with Patsy Cline? Did you listen to those songs, by the way?
I haven't, no. And I don't want to. Who's Patsy Cline?
What is wrong with you?
It's just this. Yeah. I'll give it a listen today. I'll let you know what I think about Patsy Cline. But Sabrina's got it.
Okay. Today we're talking about cakes, okay?
Cakes.
It was your birthday recently. I keep harping on about this. I can't forget the fact that it was your birthday.
Still my birth month right now.
Yeah, it is.
And Sabrina Carpenter's.
It won't be when this episode comes out, though. So.
Oh, yeah, true.
Cakes, that's what we're talking about.
Yes.
We're going to rank our top 5 favourite cakes. Do you have any honourable mentions?
I do, yes. I've got one honourable mention.
Go on.
This is for my Filipino community.
Hello.
I've tried a lot of ube cakes, ube-based cakes. So, like, I've had an ube cheesecake before. I've had an ube leche flan cake at a number of different parties. Gorgeous cakes. But the only reason it's not in my top 5 is because I haven't had it enough.
Yeah, and it's not like
they're special occasion cakes. They're not like just sort of like my top 5 list consists of like things that I always go to, like they're just they're comfort cakes, whereas this one's a special cake. So it's not in my top 5. However, it's on a special honorable mentions list for me. So yeah,
shout out to the Filipinos also, because
good stuff.
Ube is a flavor that is like known in Sri Lanka as well. We use it, and shout out to you guys for popularizing it, because like I feel like the world really didn't know it until you guys brought it onto the scene.
You're right.
Congrats.
Well done, guys. Well done.
I've got 3 honourable mentions, a lengthy list. First of all, we had like a slight conversation before we started.
Yes, we did, yes.
And I didn't know whether to categorize this as cake or not. And I feel like maybe you guys could give us an answer. Is tiramisu cake? I feel like it is. You didn't even want to talk about it because you don't even respect tiramisu enough to.
I do respect it. It's just not in my top 5, but I respect it.
Is it a cake though? It uses like the fingers that they use.
Yeah, I guess. I guess it's cake. I guess it's cake. Is it cakeish?
To me,
is it cakeish or is it actually cake?
It's cake. I think
same thing as Jaffa cakes, right?
Jaffa cakes are cakes as well.
That's what I mean. But they're not typically. They don't look like cakes.
Doesn't
is
matter.
That the same thing with tiramisu?
Like. Doesn't matter what it looks like.
I think it does.
It's cake. I think tiramisu's cake.
How do you define a cake?
If it's got cake in it. Like an ice cream cake.
Okay, it's cake.
It's cake. Right?
So if I said a pizza cake, it's a cake.
What's a pizza cake?
I don't know, but if I said pizza cake,
if it's got like the cakey ingredients, like that whole flour, egg, butter, and it rises in the oven and all that, that's a cake.
Okay, fine. And you're saying tiramisu
has that. So
I'm trying to think of things that
and it comes out in like a cake kind of shape as well.
I guess so. I don't know. It's just I feel like if we're looking at it technically, I think you're right.
Yeah.
again, for me, it's the same thing as the hot dog debate we did earlier.
Right.
It's just, for me, it's feeling. It's just vibes.
And tiramisu don't give you those vibes?
I don't know if it does. But listen, I'm happy to concede if it's a cake.
Okay. I didn't choose to include it because I feel like it's a bit unfair, as well as I agree. Like,
unfair on what respect?
Because it's too much.
It's too good, you're saying?
It's too good. I really like tiramisu. I think it's a S-tier dessert. Much like the hot dog sandwich debate that we were having, and where you said hot dog feels like its own thing. I feel like that way about tiramisu. Yeah. So I've decided to remove it from the list.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah. Another honorable mention is the Madeleine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I love me a good
Madeleine McCann. It's
I knew it. As soon as I wrote it on the list, I was like, he's going to say something about... But it's okay. Love me a good Madeleine. Shout out to Proust. You did your thing. And final honorable mention is a cake that I've only had once when I was in Berlin earlier last year. Yeah, earlier last year. Maybe it was this year. I think it was earlier this year, actually. The Apfelkuchen.
Is it kind of like an apple? Oh, it's not like an apple strudel. It's
no. It's an apple cake. But it's quite low on the cakiness.
Right. Okay.
But its name is apple cake, so does that make it a cake? Who knows?
I guess it makes it a cake, but what does it look like?
It's like layers of like very, very thinly sliced apples, and it turns into like a kind of jelly. It was really nice, but I've only ever had one.
Right.
And I liked it a lot. I don't know if I
sounds really no. It sounds really nice.
It was great.
It sounds nice. But yeah, is it a cake? I mean, if it's got the word cake in it, maybe it's a cake. I don't know. I don't know if the Germans know the desserts that well, but
those are my honorable mentions. Should we get onto the list proper?
I think we should get into the top 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to start off?
I'll start with my number 5. A very basic choice.
Yeah. I think I know it.
I don't think you do.
Ooh.
I think the one that you know is somewhere else in the list.
Oh, I see. Okay, fine.
I've gone with the angel slices.
Ooh.
Angel cakes. Yes. There's lots of brands that do it, but Kipling for me is the best.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know what it is about it. It's just so good. It's like the layer, the icing on the top, great, and it's not too thick. It's a perfect sheet of icing. The cake in itself is just like it's so unique. It's obviously it's sweet because it's cake, but it's just different. I don't know what it is. Like they put some shit in there to make it so nice. And that was like growing up. That was always in my lunchbox.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm in the shops, I always buy a pack of those. Yeah, Kipling, you're doing some good stuff, man.
It's like subtle and quiet, but deadly.
Absolutely,
it'll get you.
And it goes really well with like tea, coffee, like an after meal snack type of thing. Yeah. It's beautiful. It makes me feel quintessentially British. That's what I like about it.
You heard it here first.
Angel slices, yeah.
It's your dog's name as well.
Yeah, it is.
In 5th place for me, I feel like that's given me a bit of an insight into what your list is going to look like. And I feel like we're at 2 different points here. Okay. 5th place for me, I've gone with the Tres Leches cake.
Tres Leches?
Yeah.
3 milky.
Yeah, it's so good. That's like it gives you an idea of like the kind of cakes that I like. Needs to be moist.
Need to be juicy.
Yeah, I love
succulent cake.
I love like a bit of custard, a bit of cream on the cake, that sort of thing. And Tres Leches has that in buckets.
Do you like when it's got different like toppings on top as well? Is there a particular one that you like?
Just there's a few that have like pistachio crumb on it.
Oh.
That kind of vibe. Just anything. I
love any
it.
Fruity ones, bro. Mango.
I haven't really gone down the fruit.
How is it?
Yeah, it's usually like just something not too
nutty,
invasive taste wise. I think it kind of started popping up because I started noticing in like restaurants and stuff like at the start of the pandemic. And ever since then, it's just been like it's become like a staple in a lot of places. Tres Leches is great.
It's a good choice.
People do it in like big trays these days. I don't know if you know about that.
My significant other loves cooking Tres Leches.
Really?
And I've helped her with the cooking process. I used to you stab the cake so that you can pour the milk into the holes and make it succulent. Tres Leches is a good shout. I completely forgot about that one.
I feel like
I am kind of regretting it.
It's okay. We will continue with the list.
Mentions. Oh no, that's good. I mean, compared to that one, I possibly think this is the one that you thought I was gonna say.
Shall I say it?
Say it.
This is also that brother, the one that we were talking about, as in if it's the same one. This is his favorite cake, so shout outs again to you. Is it the good old Victoria sponge?
Victoria sponge cake is my number 4.
Yeah.
Again, it's so basic, but like I think it's just comfort. It's comfort cake, and I know people are going to probably think of or going to ask for recommendations. I don't actually have any. I think different places do their own spin on it. The best ones I've tried actually, like not weirdly, I think this is quite common, are like homemade ones from like local aunties and stuff when they make it and they bring it to parties, and like their cake's amazing. I think it's perfect because it's got such a good level of cake. It's got the sweetness with the jam, and I love jam. And again, just like the angel cakes, it makes me feel British, and that's what I like. That's not the only reason I like it though. I think it's got the perfect blend of cake and sweetness. I think that's why I like it. It's I think very similar in many ways to the angel cake in that respect of like it's not so sweet, and I've got a really sweet tooth, right? But this one's perfect for me. It's got the right balance. So Victoria sponge cake, it's my number 4. What do you think of the Victoria sponge cake? Are you a fan of it, or?
I was going to put it in my honourable mentions.
Right, but
you didn't. Just about missed it because I feel like the 3 that I mentioned just be a bit. Yeah. But I've got nothing against Victoria sponge. I love jam as well.
It's not offensive.
No, not at all. I think, especially if you get those like light and airy kind of sponges, they're the best ones.
They're the best ones, for sure.
Like a nice, like thick jam. You need a thick jam. I don't have a problem with it. I feel like, I mean, it's such a nice topic that we're discussing. We're not gonna have too much.
Not too much beef, yeah. Because like your choices, I don't think I'm gonna insult any of your choices. Right. So this isn't really a GlassTooth. This is more of a just two guys talking about cakes.
That's what it is.
Yeah, good stuff, mate. Good stuff.
My number 4. This is a niche one.
Okay.
So I don't actually know the name of this one cake, but from what I looked up, it's called a Sri Lankan Christmas cake.
Okay.
But I more commonly know it. I think it might have like, there's like a Dutch population, like very old Dutch population that live in Sri Lanka. I feel like it originated there.
Oh, okay.
But like I more commonly know it as this like slice of cake that you usually get when you go to weddings.
Okay.
So they give you a little like treat box thing that you can take home with you, and it will have this little slice of cake in it.
Right.
So it's called a Sri Lankan Christmas cake, but like informally in my family it's called the love cake because it's usually given out at weddings.
Weddings, right? Okay.
So like the ingredients in it, there's ground nutmeg, ground cinnamon, ground cloves, ground cardamom, chow chow, melon candy, pumpkin preserve, ginger preserve, cashew nuts, and semolina. So it's like a fruity, nutty kind of cake, and there's like a layer of like marzipan on top.
Okay.
And I like it a lot. I think it's because like we don't get it often, and like times we do get it, there's like a very, very nice association with it. It's very special.
It's the feeling and the aura around the cake. Right, okay.
So for those reasons, that's in my 4th place.
Respect.
I lived in Sri Lanka for a year. I remember like I used to go to lessons, English lessons when I was there. And the tutor liked me a lot. And she gave me a slice of this cake, I think because she was Christian as well. And I had it and I loved it. And then she started making me that cake like every week when I went. But yeah, I think that's where my love for the cake started.
Can you try and get me some?
It'll be difficult, but I will try.
Do they not sell it around your end?
I've never seen it in any shop.
It's only in weddings?
It's only ever in like wedding
special orders at weddings.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
But next time I come across it, I'll give you some. For sure.
Respect, man.
Yeah.
Sounds lovely. Damn. Yeah, it's what a nice topic. I've got nothing to say about that. It's just brilliant. Okay, my number 3rd. Again, listen, guys, I'm basic with my choices. I think that's quite obvious. It's a cheesecake, standard cheesecake.
New York.
So my favorite one is the normal go-to one is New York. I sometimes like it when it's got a bit of fruit on it. So strawberries, it's quite nice. I've had one with like
passion fruit sometimes.
Yeah, passion fruit and like blueberry like swirls. But it's the New York cheesecake, which is just every time I go to Tesco, every time I go to Sainsbury's, it's always procured in my family just because it's so good. Basic but lovely. Is it in your?
I feel like there's a bit of like synchrony happening here.
Okay.
And also, I was questioning as I was like reading the list. I was questioning whether cheesecake can be allowed into the cake conversation.
Oh, it's got the word cake in it, innit? I guess. So does that make apple cake a cake?
My third place is the burnt Basque cheesecake.
Oh, Spanish.
Fantastic cake. I think so. I keep talking about this road trip that me and my brother went on. On the way down to Portugal, we stopped for the night at San Sebastian, where the burnt Basque cheesecake is from.
Yeah.
And we got burnt Basque cheesecake there. We didn't get it from the place where, like, the most famous place that does it, because it was closed on the day that we were there.
Right.
But we got it from like
area.
Next best place and the third best place, and it was incredible. It was like
blow your mind. Fell
in love as soon as I took my first bite. There's a place in West-ish London that does them now. I think it's called La Marie 2. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but the name will pop up, will it?
Okay.
Yeah.
You'll find it, for sure.
And they, my cousin had a burnt Basque cheesecake for her birthday, and it was, I think, almost as good. Try it out. I think they do like £7 a slice, like slices.
£7 a slice.
It's pricey, but I think it's low key worth it.
As in, I've only ever tried the Basque cheesecake once. Like not even a whole slice. I had a little bit of it.
From where?
I don't know. I don't think I stole it from someone's plate. And it was honestly one of the best things I've ever tasted. Yeah. So I can only imagine what the San Sebastian ones are like, where it's originally from.
Yeah.
Damn.
Special. Really special.
I'm craving one tonight. I'm going to try and find one. Oh my goodness. Fine. Good choice.
Thank you.
So at least we there's a bit of synergy there with cheesecake at number 3. My second choice is a red velvet cake.
Overrated. Bro, red velvet is so overrated.
It's not overrated.
It fully is. Why?
It's got the best buttercream out of the cakes, in my opinion.
As in, okay.
So what was that noise, bro?
That was me,
it's got. Tell me a cake with better buttercream.
My first place.
Forget your first place. Let me talk about the red velvet cake. It deserves its praise. The butter cake and the frosting is amazing. It's the best of any cakes that I've tried. The color's amazing, and it's a weird taste because it's not chocolatey. It's not. What is it? What is the cake? Why is it called red velvet apart from the color?
It's overrated. That's what it is.
This guy doesn't know his cakes.
I fully do.
Simple as. You
don't know my list.
You don't know your cakes.
Look at my list. Don't know your cakes.
It's not overrated.
I'm going into nooks and crannies.
Give me a number. Let's see your number 1. Let me see.
I haven't even said my number 2 yet.
Oh yeah, shit.
Hey, okay. Hold up.
I'm so angry, man. Okay, give me your number 2 right now.
So this is a specific cake, and what's sad is it's not available anymore. I'm so sorry. As in, I loved it. I got it for my birthday. A couple of people in my family got it for their birthdays, and it was great. And I feel like if it was still around, you'd love it too. I'm actually going to try and find it. So it's a place called Crumbs and Doilies in central London.
Okay.
And they have a blueberry cheesecake cake.
Blueberry cheesecake cake.
And it's got everything you want in a cake. If you're a fruity guy, you will enjoy this.
I am pretty fruity, to be
honest. I'm aware. Let me just try and find a picture for you. I feel like as soon as you see it, you'll just be like, yeah, this makes sense. Because it looks beautiful as well.
So when you're saying it's a blueberry cheesecake cake, it's not a cheesecake. It's a cheesecake cake. So how does that work?
Take a look at that cake.
Okay. So where's the cheesecake part of it?
There's bits of cheesecake in the cake.
So just digestives?
No. Like the you know how cheesecake has like the cheese part?
Oh, okay, fine.
Swipe. Is a swipe?
Right.
Do you get me? You feeling it? Would you? That looks beautiful as a cake.
That does look quite interesting. Right? Yeah. Okay.
Crumbs and Doilies, bring it back. Let the people try. We've given you a shout out here.
That does look quite nice.
Yeah.
Can't lie. That
What's
does
your
look
second
quite
place?
Nice.
Red velvet.
Red velvet's good as well, bro.
Nah, man.
Don't part the red velvet, man. The red velvet is a great choice for so many people.
How do they get that? I think they put beetroot in it.
Probably just colouring.
I feel like they put beetroot in it.
Beetroot to get the red.
Yeah.
I can't taste any beetroot in that cake. Is that right?
I feel like maybe they use the colour from the beetroot for the cake.
Maybe.
Like, it's got it's like slightly chocolatey.
It's
like bordering chocolate.
Got you.
I'm not crazy about chocolate cake. Is that your first place? You say your first place.
So, this is a bit of a cheat of an answer, but my first choice is just any indulgent and decadent chocolate cake. Like, it just needs to be 150% chocolate. That's the sort of stuff I like. So I think 2 come to mind. 2 shout outs. One's a place called, you'll know this quite well. One's a place called Wilton Patisserie.
Is that the one I know well? I've driven by it like a couple of times. Why would I know it? No.
Because anytime we do a gathering, someone buys that cake.
Do they?
Yeah.
Who's someone?
Like in our group when we meet up at a friend's house. Anyway,
are you guys having cake without me?
But no, you've definitely been there when we've had these cakes.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have. Wilton Patisserie. It's like the chocolate cakes that they have. Basically, it's a little patisserie in South Cape. Amazing cakes. They've got a chocolate one. It's called the Chocolatina. Just banging. It's got like a chocolate fudge over the top. Oh, it's just brilliant. But if you're not even anywhere close to South Cape, no worries. I've got another option for you. M&S. I have one.
You've heard about you've spoken about this cake many times.
Called the Extremely Chocolatey Birthday Cake. Very simple name. That's all you have to know. It's so chocolatey. It's so decadent. And like, I know you're only meant to have 1 slice a day. I can easily have like 3 slices by myself.
This is my issue.
What's your issue?
What's your cake?
Okay, what's your issue?
Like, I think chocolate cake is something that like you can't have more than a couple of bites because it's just too much.
I
feel sick.
I disagree though.
I feel sick eating chocolate cake.
I feel sick with your
with the first bite. I'm just like, oh, that's too much chocolate.
No, that's not how it works.
It fully is.
You can offset it with a bit of custard or a bit of cream. That you can do that.
Maybe. Have you seen this place? It's been popping up on my reels a couple of times. I think it's kind of disappeared now, but there's a place that replicates the famous chocolate cake from Matilda, the one that Bruce Bogtrotter eats.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember that scene from Matilda where that kid's just eating
yeah.
cake?
Oh, yeah.
Those cakes look great,
right?
But I know a slice is way too much for me.
Really?
I wouldn't buy a slice because I know I'll get like 3 bites into it.
So I think it just depends on who you're asking. If you've got I've got a really crazy sweet tooth, right? So I can have like 3 of those slices, like easily.
Should we order a slice?
Yeah,
and have it here because I think they ship it out all over the UK.
The
Bruce Bogtrotter special.
Should we do it?
We do it.
We're gonna do that next week.
We're gonna try it.
Yeah, I can tell you, you might have to order like 4 or 5 slices because I can have 4.
Bro, I want to recreate the Bruce Bogtrotter scene with you. I want to watch you eat the whole cake.
It'll be next week's thumbnail. Should we do it? Okay, I'll do it. I'm down, bro. Like, because I've got those who've got the sweet tooth, like me, can easily do this, bro.
I've got a sweet tooth too.
No, you don't. If you get sick from a bite of chocolate cake, like an indulgent chocolate cake, you don't have a sweet tooth.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm telling you right now, you don't have a sweet tooth.
My number 1 is the greatest cake of all time. It is the carrot cake. Absolutely fantastic. Everything I want in a cake. Yeah, that cream cheese needs to be moist.
Not as good as a red velvet.
Moist cake, yeah. Bits of like walnuts and stuff.
Moist cake for moist people.
If loving carrot cake is moist, then I'm moist. All right. I've had carrot cake as my birthday cake. I'd say like 75 to 80% of my birthdays. I love it so much. I've had Family members make me carrot cakes. I think my favorite ones have been made by family
We've
members.
bought you a carrot cake before.
You guys brought me a carrot cake for my birthday like a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. It's the best. And if you don't appreciate carrot cake, I feel like we can't be friends. There's something fundamentally, not happening there if you don't appreciate carrot cake.
What if you're allergic to nuts? Can't be friends then?
No, I can make exception there. Okay. Like you actually can't eat it.
Fair enough.
That's okay. We can be friends. Listen, I'm a good guy. You know what? Like my parents say to me.
What?
They say that anyone who says they're a good guy
is not a good guy.
The number of times I've said to my parents,
just speaking facts.
Like, I'm a good guy.
Absolute facts, bro.
You a scumbag.
Carrot cake is good. I've got, again, it's very similar. I've got nothing bad to say about it. So you're the only person that says something bad about a cake.
Yeah. Okay, listen, chocolate cake, fine. As in, like, even though it's slightly sickening, it's still nice. I didn't say it was overrated or anything. I just said for me,
I'm talking about red velvet.
Red velvet cake's so overrated. So whack. I've had like one decent red velvet cake, and that cost a lot. And it wasn't worth it. Okay? Just some cakey stuff. Just a little nibble on. Okay? I'd like to try. There's a famous cake. The white chocolate bundt cake that Tom Cruise like just sends out to like friends and co-stars and stuff. Have you heard about this?
I've never heard about this.
Every Christmas, there's like a famous bakery near him that does a white chocolate bundt cake.
Okay.
And he buys like, I don't know, 300 maybe, and he just sends them out to friends and co-stars.
Are they all Scientologists or?
I didn't say anything, Tom. It was all him. All right. We can still be friends, maybe. I just want to try the cake. I just want to try the cake.
What's a bundt cake? I've never.
It comes out so it's like a donut kind of shape.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking
about? Yeah. Oh, yes.
So it's that kind of shape.
Type of cake.
I think it's German. Don't attack me.
It's
not.
It sounds kind of German, actually.
Yeah, that's why
Austrian.
I said it. Maybe Austrian. I feel like it might be Austrian. Yeah.
Bundt cake.
I want to try that cake because it's quite famous.
Nice. Mm.
And also, there's a Bollywood actress who came to London and went to an establishment called Leto. I don't know if you know Leto.
Leto. No, I've heard of Netto, but not Leto.
ETO.
No.
Not Leto. Leto.
Okay.
And her name's Alia Bhatt. And she had this cake and said it's her favorite cake ever. And then, like, the year after or so, her husband flew the cake over from London.
Oh, my.
All the way back to India for her to have it for her birthday.
Damn.
Private planes, maybe? I don't know if it was private. But, like, they flew a cake over.
That's crazy.
Was it that good? I haven't tried it, even though, like, a lot of people are going crazy for it.
Cake's getting air miles.
Yeah.
You know what type of cake it was? Did they say?
It was a milk cake. It was like, I feel like a tres leches
cake. Right.
It's on my list, but, like, was it worth flying it over? Should we try that at 1.2?
Tres leches? Well, we're in London already, so we need to fly it from India.
We don't need to. We can go
India. If you make good tres leches cakes, we want to try it. Send us one over soon. Okay?
No, okay. I didn't ask for it. He asked for it. If you want to send it to him, send it.
I want some Indian milk cakes.
I don't want like 2-week-old cake. Okay. That is the episode for today. If you enjoyed what you heard, give us a subscribe, give us a follow, do all the things you need to do. We're on all the platforms, all of them. Think of a platform. We're there. All right? Do it. Any sweet words you want to leave our viewers with?
We love red velvet.
No, we don't.
See you next week.
We don't love red velvet.
We love red velvet. See you next week.
He does. I like actual
We love red velvet.
I don't even like red. I feel like red's my least favorite color.
We love red velvet. See you next week.